All right, we're finally live. Oh man, guys. Yeah, we got to talking. I was trying to get some more opinion on what I'm about to do in here. I'm going to cover this window up, and I'm going to have some boards run across it, and I'm going to put some more shelves up over here. And we were trying to, and I looked up, and we had what 8 or 9 minutes, and I said, "Oh well, we got time." And boy, I started explaining everything. We get to chatting about how to fix this stuff, and all of a sudden I was like, "Crap! I gotta go live."
Yeah, well, we didn't miss it by much.
Now, 1 minute off. So before we get started here, what are you sipping on there?
Eagle Rare right now.
Eagle Rare. Well, I have poured an E.H. Taylor small batch, so
Yum.
that's
That's
the
good
bottled
stuff.
and bond. So I got 100 proof in here.
Yeah, I don't remember what the Eagle Rare is. I think it's like 90 something.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I have a bottle of it up there. Yep. But you're gonna be done with that by the time I finish this.
No, probably.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey there, RB.
That's not a bad pour right there, though. That E.H. Taylor small batch. I may
Oh no, it's
go
good.
to Eagle Rare after that and kind of compare it. But
No
so
comparison there.
if
Completely different.
I mean most people I see I recognize in here, we have. I'm scrolling. Art by Sparkle. Jeff Sly. That looks like Jeff's little icon. Looks like an old Charlie Brown. Like a. And then of course there's Mr. Great Shot and it's Crazy and Thrash Life. Big Daddy H is in the house. Sugar Kitty is
Hey,
here.
Sugar Kitty.
RB is here. The Poor Boys is that's. I'm thinking that that's either one of the two of them. They may have to let us know who it is. So Kitty 303, the guest tonight, out in California. We're going to shake things up here with the schedule just a little bit. So it might, I don't want to throw anybody off, but she's not going to be here. Oh, it's pigskin. All right. She's not going to be here until 7:30.
Mhm.
So the last hour of the show is when she'll be here from 7:30 to 8:30 because
Okay.
she couldn't get off work to be here then. See, we're accommodating.
Oh,
We're
sure.
flexible. We'll work with your schedule. Burr
Hey,
Ben is
Ben.
in the house. How's
Cheers,
it going?
buddy.
And so tonight's top 10, because, she does art and everything, is CNN's top 10 most famous paintings of all time.
Hmm.
Now, of course, a lot of this stuff's from the 1600s or whatever, but doesn't matter. We're going to start off with the first one here, get this hashtag going, because we're going to do the everybody gets a trophy, put me in thing a little early tonight because I don't want to do that in the middle of when she's up here. So,
Yep.
Creation of Adam, that was painted between 1508 and 1512 by Michelangelo. So that's the first one. All you have to do is get that hashtag in there. If you don't know what's going on, you put the hashtag in, you get entered on the StreamYard giveaway tool. If it lands on you, then you get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Yep.
Easy peasy. So, what do you get if you win the quarterly drawing? You get a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a Bourbon Bounty Crystal logo etched glass, and a virtual private tasting with me where I walk you through the nosing kit and then do a reveal on the bourbons. Dude Classic is here. Hello, hello. I do believe someone tried to call me earlier, and I was in the middle of meetings all day long, and I wasn't able to answer the phone. But that's sometimes such is life. Very busy at work right now. First part of the year, trying to get my arms around all this stuff I've been assigned, and
Yep.
doing all these implementation plans and project charters and all this type of stuff. So. Mm. It's easier once you get your arms around everything and you know what projects you have for the year and
Yep.
you get into them and you start getting depth of knowledge in each one and then you
Get
know
everything lined out.
get everything lined out. It's more comfortable. So Jimmy Lacari's in the house. We are on the hashtag creation of Adam. We're doing famous paintings of all time tonight. Is the top 10 at about 7:20 ish. That's when we're going to do the put me in. And during that time, the put me in, you just type put me in any form or fashion, and I will write your name down, and you get 5 free entries. Everybody gets those 5 every single week. So, and then when it starts getting real close to the drawing, that's when Kathy Bates is here. That's when I start giving away double entries and things like that, because we start getting excited because we're about to do the giveaway.
Closer.
That is a really good pour, though. I know it's not the best E.H. Taylor in the world, but it's really good.
It'll drink.
Oh yeah, all of them will drink.
And I guarantee it's going to be a lot different than the Eagle Rare.
Oh yeah, and Eagle Rare is
softer.
Yeah, Eagle Rare is a good medium bourbon. I mean, it's still I consider it almost a beginner bourbon, but it's starting to tiptoe toward intermediate, but not by too many tiptoes.
Yeah, just sneaking across the line a little bit.
Yeah, it's just it's toeing the line, edging right up on it. But yeah, it's still a pretty decent beginner bourbon. I mean, the beginner bourbons they're not too complex. They don't blow your mind with all these flavors. And I always suggest people start with something a little more moderate, but don't go down to the 80 proof base bourbons and turn yourself off the bourbon altogether.
But it's good. It like I said, I was getting like a grape soda note out of it.
Yeah, I haven't had that one. you might have a vid. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be that cigar.
Might be the cigar in there. I don't know. It's something a little different.
Yeah.
Now, so speaking of different,
for
something completely different.
That is completely different. Now that's a blend, right? It's a Four Roses blend of their bourbons.
Yes.
Yep. And so their single barrel is pretty high rye, and they use a pretty harsh rye. A bold. I'll just say that way, a bold rye. That's what they use, and it comes across in that small batch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little more proof than what I was just drinking. It says crafted from 6 unique bourbons.
Yep. But it does contain a lot of their single barrel in it. That's one of the 6, but
one of them's got some tobacco notes to it.
6 Roses, yeah. Oh, they have some story about the 4 Roses and all that. Now, all distilleries have some kind of little catchy story. MC Square Whiskey.
There you go. Good old Marty and his pal.
All right. Well, he put that up there backstage earlier, and I didn't see the 2 on there, and I said, Mick Whiskey is McDonald's making whiskey.
Oof. I'm not sure what that would actually taste like, but I bet it would be horrid.
Well, if it's anything like the original first attempt Trader Joe's one, it would have Bacos and liquid smoke. So, yeah, that was not good.
I bet. Jeez.
It's almost like they tried to put an oaky flavor into it, but it didn't come from the barrel. Either that or they must have aged that thing in like 180 degrees all the time or something.
That's kind of sounds like that. What's that one whiskey? Cliff or something like that?
Yeah.
Which I think is basically vodka with, like stave flavoring in it or something. It's not even a whiskey. Or
neutral spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like people talk about wine drinks and stuff like that, and all of these little old cooler drinks, they call them wine cooler. They're malt beverages. Yeah. So they're more like flavored beer is what they are.
A hard seltzer.
Yep. and all that. But yeah, I remember back in the 80s that Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler, and I wanted to try one, and I found out real quick. All I wanted was one because we used to drink Budweiser. You know, that was before I realized Budweiser was giving me the worst headache of my life, and I just thought I had something I had to get over.
You're right, Sugar Kitty.
But yeah, I wanted to try one of those, and so we got a 6-pack of them, and it was one. It tasted like drinking liquid Jolly Ranchers or something, and so it was way too sweet. And the other one is I can't drink those highly carbonated drinks like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I belch. I mean, I'll tell you that I do, but not like it doesn't like come up all the time, and that stuff gets on my stomach, and it feels like somebody is like has a fist in my stomach and trying to expand it.
Yeah,
and it just hurts so bad, and I can't drink anymore. So I if I could make myself belch or something, that'd probably help, but I can't. Wasn't
hey there,
born with
Fulton.
that. 4-leaf
Yeah,
whiskey.
Sugar Kitty. You're right there. Chemical components hoping to recreate the flavor of whiskey.
Yeah.
Not even. Yeah, I haven't even tried it. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try it. You know, I've read enough about it now to go, not worth the money to even try. Why not make it a drain pour?
Ian J. Gallo. Now that's a drain pour right there. Ian J.
Yeah.
Gallo.
Hey, Stacy.
No, but I can't hardly drink any of them. Like I've tried the Jack Daniels little things, in the bottles.
Yeah,
they do the same thing. Anything that's like a cooler drink, I can't.
It just got too much carbonation for you.
Yep. Tiny bubbles. I can drink champagne. I mean, I've had mimosas for breakfast and stuff.
Oh no, Jerry J bringing up Zima.
Oh, see, that's another one that would kill me. But just okay. 3 things kill me about Zima, and the middle one is the flavor.
Yeah, I don't even know what it tastes like now. It's been so many years since I've even seen one or tried one.
It tastes like it has the flavor of a flat 7-Up, I believe, but it's still super fizzy.
Okay.
Right? But it has that weird flat flavor to it that too sweet. When something goes flat, it's a lot sweeter.
Yeah.
And it's not good. Oh yeah, early happy birthday to Fulton.
He's gonna be what, 20 something now?
Yeah. Well, he's legal. He's legal to get stuff.
Mama's in chat. Better watch what you say now.
Yeah, man, all that stuff. I don't do White Claws. I don't do Zimas. I'll drink beer for sure, and I love, but I love stouts and stuff like that more. But y'all know I drink Miller Lite. That's I was drinking Coors Light for a long time, and then I went to Miller Lite.
About the same.
Yeah. But my dad drinks Miller Lite, and I figured it was just easier. But we need to spin this wheel, so I'm going to share the screen before my phone has a chance to go off. And creation of Adam. Good luck, everybody. I spun it right when my alarm went off. So here we go. We are right on time. And art by Sparkle. All right. That was our first one. Congratulations. Let the little confetti die down, and then we'll set this next one up. Ooh, spin. Hurry up. Oh, it caused a delay. There it is. It's coming. All right. All right. I'm assuming this is Las Meninas instead of Las Meninas because this is by painted in 1656 by Diego Velázquez.
Hadn't heard of that one.
I recognized it when I saw it,
Hmm.
but I had no idea. I mean, I took art, the basic stuff in college, the art
Yeah.
appreciation, and I have an appreciation for art, but I don't remember all of the little rote memorization I passed the test with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What was what? And
I would memorize everything for the test, and then poof,
yeah, probably remember. I remember certain ones, like like Starry Night and Mona Lisa and different ones, certain ones.
All right, Kitty 303 is in the chat now. I've told everybody, Kitty, that you were coming up at 7:30 tonight, and now I'm sure you're on your phone or whatever, and you can't get there right now as we discussed. But if just hop up. If you get here a little early, we can bring you up. But at 7:20, I'm going to be doing the put me in. But if I see you in the basement, I will bring you up. So whenever you can get around to it, come on, pop on in, and we'll have a good time. So
RB, you mix that stuff up yourself,
I
ground
did
up.
see Art by Sparkle put a D on the end. It's an S on the end of it. Well, here's one thing, RB, about it. I've always said this about all authors and painters and all that. They didn't have a lot back then. No TV, no cell phones, nothing to distract. A lot of stuff got created, but just out of necessity of I need something to do. A lot of traveling people telling storytellers, and stuff like that. A lot of creativity happened.
Yep. Well, you got a lot more time to be creative when you're not getting force fed a bunch of junk on TV.
Yeah, Kitty, I sent that. I was kind of after we got together yesterday on it. I was kind of wanting you not to mail to me, but mail to the winner. So, but I don't know if you've already mailed them or not. Because I was supposed to have been helping to mail them to the winner, and I totally forgot when we were talking about it, and I just
I got a few, like 3 different boxes of stuff I already got boxed up. I need to get shipped. I just have not had the time to do so. Working too much, and you know how it goes. You just don't have time yet. I have to make some time this weekend to go get that shipped off.
All right, Fulton. Good
And then
luck,
I
man.
swing. I got to swing downtown to Still Austin and pick up a little something. Get a bottle there, one of them Nancy picks. I've heard that they're releasing a cask strength rye sometime soon. I'm looking forward to that because have you tried their rye yet? Dang, it's good. I mean,
You talking
just
about
the
Still
way it
Austin?
is. Mm-hmm.
I haven't had anything by Still Austin.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Dang.
Yeah, when I come down there, I'm planning on. I say down there because I'm going over and then down there. But when I come around that area, I'd like to. I'm going to be bourbon hunting when I go
Yeah.
through. So
I have a couple of spots that I go to. One is a little north Austin, and it's really good. That guy, he has all kinds of stuff, and if you like Four Gate, he's got a bunch of different Four Gate stuff. It's just a little pricey for me.
yep.
But then
I
he
mean,
has other stuff, foolproof. What is it, 1792 foolproof, and I've gotten
right.
all kinds of stuff there from him.
Teresa Laguera, how's it going? Yeah, I'm working on getting these shelves up before I come out there because I'm going to need the space because when I get
Got
back.
to have some space when you get back.
Yeah, I mean, I have them 3 deep on a couple of these shelves,
Hmm.
so I can spread them out and take up space. But I could stagger them and because what I really like to do is have space in between the bottles, and then where you can kind of see the one sitting behind them.
I'll alternate them.
Yeah, alternate. But that always works for me until I keep buying and buying bourbons, and then I just start shoving them around, and then they
Yeah,
get piled up.
I got mine on a little uh here at this place. It's a little table that I guess you're supposed to sit down and have a computer sitting there and do bills and stuff. It's like a little
Right.
desk area. That's where I've got it set up now. It's probably 4 or 5 deep on that little space,
Yeah.
and then the rest of it's in the pantry.
Well, I've started putting. I have a box that I got from the liquor store, and it had the divider in it.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I would buy 4 or 5 bottles, and they would put them in a cardboard with the dividers, and I
Hmm.
bring them home, and I would put them back on the shelf. In this, I have a big closet over here. It runs the full length of the room, and this
Yeah.
room's 30 something feet. I mean, it's
Okay.
big, and so a lot of space back in there. And that's where I keep my backup bottles to my backup
Hmm.
bottles
There you
is
go.
in there. So
Got to have that.
yeah, I just have to keep them kind of protected because things get moved around in there a lot,
Mm.
and I don't want to be kicking bottles over
No, or
because
kicking bottles into other bottles would be worse.
and that floor in there is concrete,
Oh,
like it's
oh,
just raw
okay.
concrete. So if a bottle falls over,
Yeah. Yeah, she gone.
she gone. Mm. That E.H. Taylor is really easy to drink.
Oh yeah.
It really
Yeah,
is.
I picked up a backup bottle of that last weekend because it happened to be around for a decent price.
Now I'll tell you this, Jerry J. So there was some muscadine wine that wouldn't freeze in the freezer. I'll tell you, it might get a little slushy, but I've had that
Yeah.
before. That's
Oh yeah.
homemade wine.
Yeah. And back when I lived in Kentucky, I had a muscadine grapevine in my backyard.
Hmm.
They're tasty. Make really good jelly too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had muscadine, northern Arkansas, and all through there. They have muscadines all over the place.
Yeah. They're
Wild grapes.
they're different, but they're good.
Mm. Watching that clock up there, I'm gonna spin this next one here shortly. I did Art by
Mm.
Sparkle get hers in correctly? I didn't see it come back through.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, she put a
Hey,
D
Teresa.
on the end, and it was a S on the end. No, I don't think she did get it corrected. Art, if you can hear me, you have about a minute to get that hashtag in there correctly.
Oh, Jeff Slade, me too. As soon as I see some of that still awesome cat strength right, I'm picking up a couple bottles of that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm gonna bring some. I have a travel bag I bought.
Mm-hmm.
It's really supposed to be for wine, but I put my tallest bottles of bourbon in it, and it
Mm-hmm.
works fine. I mean, it'll like if you put a squatty bottle in there, it's fatter. It'll probably take up a little more room,
Yeah.
but I can fit at least 5 bottles of bourbon in it. It's supposed to hold 6 bottles of wine,
Yeah.
but I'm going to use one of the sleeves that the wine goes in to put little cups in. That's going to be my travel bar, so
Okay.
I'll have that. And
I'll give you one. I got a couple of bags that are kind of like that here. I picked them up at Crowded Barrel when I went go out there to get a couple of bottles here and then, and they have really nice little bags
oh yeah.
here.
Yeah, I wish that I would like to take, they have those grocery bag things. Uh-oh, we got a spin.
Mhm.
Oh, come on. There. Dang. My phone went funky. All right, we're going to present this screen and spin this thing. Giveaway tool. There it is. Almost shared out my popped out chat. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, I'm real surprised with Still Austin
Big
for
Daddy H. All right.
Big Daddy. Congratulations. Still Austin for being as a young a company as they are, putting out some really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well,
and
it
they,
sounds like it. I mean, I say
and
it.
they got they got Nancy Fraley doing all the blending for them too.
Okay.
So she ain't no slouch. She knows what she's doing.
All right, here we go. This next one is by Sandra Botticelli in 1485. Birth of Venus. Now this one where is like it looks like the big giant shell behind Venus.
Ah, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
I know that one.
It's starting to get up here where I actually can remember them.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. Nancy the knows. She knows what she's doing.
Mm.
She does. She's blends. She's the one that does Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Oh,
She's the
okay.
blender for that,
Dang.
among others. I mean, she's working in. She's working for some company out in Wisconsin now, I think, too. Maybe Woodinville or something. I can't remember now. She's got her hands into so many different stuff. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I may have to
Pull
go
this
back
one
in and
down.
get another pour. Put that dang that Four Roses back on the shelf in there. After having a little bit of that, it's the Four Roses is not hitting me really good.
No, it's not. Like I said at the beginning, it wasn't my favorite. I mean, they're all drinkable, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is just the 10-year. I was trying to see the
What the proof is on it?
yeah.
I think
I
it's in the
think
low
it's
90s.
90 something.
I want to say
Oh,
like
45. It's
92.
90 proof. 45
90
90.
proof.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. It doesn't. It drinks less than that.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it drinks about like maybe an 80 proofer.
But it has some it's a little sweet, but
Mm-hmm. A little sweet. And like I said, I was getting, at least out of my bottle, I was getting like a grape soda kind of a note,
yeah.
which was odd.
I can tell you right quick, it's not as potent as that E.H. Taylor small batch.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you got what? Yeah, that's only 10 proof off. So that's
yeah,
not
but
that
I'm
big a
talking about the
jump.
flavors though, because I've had
Oh,
lower
yeah.
proof bourbons that explode with notes
Hmm.
and has real good flavor. The problem is I should have had the Eagle Rare first.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
because I
That'd
really
be a
like
good.
Eagle Rare as a afternoon type little. I'm gonna pour me a little 90 proofer or something.
There you go. Yeah, my lower proof starters recently have been either a Scotch or an Irish
Yeah.
recently,
Well,
and
I
then I'll
had
go on to
actually
something else.
the
You know, like a full
Dalmore
proof.
12 yesterday
Oh, there
when
you
I got
go.
off work. Yeah, I poured about an ounce and a half or ounce or whatever that Dalmore 12. I
There
mean,
you
I
go.
enjoy it. It's
Yeah, it's not
good.
bad.
Yeah. It's got that Omarosa sherry cask finish on it.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's good.
What's the one I got in there? At Sherry. Greg Morangi, maybe something like that. So it's
Well, which conviction
try conviction.
is that? Is
Haven't
that you
tried it.
talking about the owl? What is that called? Crap. They came out with that conviction bourbon. It sells. It's pretty expensive. I mean, I think it's a
Hmm.
drinking below its cost point, but I mean, it's still good.
I saw a Kentucky Owl on the shelf down here. It was the Japanese blended one. I don't remember what it is now offhand. But it was a little. They were a little pricey on it. It's the same
Oh,
place that had. Go
I
ahead.
was going to tell Art that not really. I tend to go for the heavier, more proof bourbons later in the evening. Once I'm ready to start winding down, I don't like starting with those because they'll sneak up on you.
Mm-hmm.
I like drinking more of them. Uncut, unfiltered, and Mount Play. Oh yeah, the conviction. I've had it. Yeah, that conviction. I mean, there's a lot of bourbons that say the conviction, whatever. Now the one I was thinking of is Kentucky Owl. That's confiscation bourbon's one I was thinking of, not conviction. I have had
Okay.
conviction. Yep, I may have a bottle of that. Gosh, it's hard to keep up with everything.
I don't believe I had that one. I'm pretty sure I
No, I
have it.
do. I do have a bottle of it. Yeah, I sure do.
What's it look like then?
It looks like this. This is Barrel number 391, 101.8 proof, sour mash single barrel cast strength, uncut, unfiltered, right there.
Okay. Haven't seen that one.
Yeah, no, this is North Carolina.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
Yep, distilled, aged, and bottled at Southern Grace Distilleries, Mount Pleasant, North Carolina.
Okay.
My problem was that when I had it, I was trying to compare it to Smoke Wagon's Uncut Unfiltered, and it does
Oh,
not stand up to that, but it stands
yeah.
up on its own. Yeah,
Okay. So it's a good drinker by itself, but
yeah,
you
it's
know,
it's 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 pretty decent. Yeah,
hey, Joey.
yeah, I knew I had something somewhere. Yeah, it gets buried back there, and I have to remember. And then, see, that's why I want the other shelf so I can spread things out, and I can see it all
There
the
you
time.
go. Make it
Yeah.
easier.
What's up, Joey? Yeah, and I can bring you a bottle of it when I come out there if you want one.
Well, I don't know. Is it an expensive bottle?
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
not too
okay.
big. No. Not here locally. No.
Okay. Like I said, I haven't seen it around here, but then again, I don't see a lot of stuff around here. You know, like the Elijah Craig barrel proof stuff. You know,
Hmm.
and then the Larceny barrel proof stuff. I never see any of that stuff. All I see is just a regular Larceny and the regular Elijah Craig 94 proofer.
Right
You know, and stuff
now,
like Stag. You know, no.
do you have your kitty questions ready in your head?
Maybe one or two.
One or two? Well, that might carry us through it because it's 7:18. I'm going to do a spin, and somebody's in the basement down here.
Oh, okay.
After I do this spin, we're going to do the put me in. So we're going to do it a little early. So I'm going to
Oh,
be preoccupied. But without further ado, here's Kitty 303. How you doing?
Hey, you guys.
how you
Hey,
doing?
yeah, yeah, $35. Yeah, that's
Oh,
I
that's
think
not bad.
about 35, $40. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like close to a Wild Turkey 101 or something like that.
yeah. Elijah Craig, Larceny,
Yeah,
all those in that same little bucket. Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, it's not bad at all. And so Kitty does art, not just
Yes,
word art, but you do other kind of art too.
I do. I do a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And so did you mail those?
Yeah,
Excuse
they
me.
went out today. So you won a set, and then Mike
Oh,
Carrier
that's
won a
right.
set.
Then he
Remember?
won a set, and he donated it to give away here on the show. That's right. Now
Well, it was
we're
late,
cooking.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now we're
Crispers,
cooking. What's
yeah,
that?
Crispers went out too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Kitty, can you show us some of your art? And I'm gonna right after I share my screen, and I'll let you get some together here to show us. But I'm gonna present my screen, and we're gonna do this spin
Okay.
right here. And good luck, everybody, on the birth of Venus. We are doing CNN's top 10 most famous paintings of all time tonight. And art by Sparkle. All right, that's her second.
That's two.
So if she wins again, she gets the entries, but I will also spin again. I am not going to set another one up right now
I'm gonna.
because I'm going to do, I'm going to get it ready, but I'm not going to do it because I'm going to start Put Me In right here. We're going to do it out of
Alrighty.
order tonight.
I'm just gonna get some stuff together.
All right. Now, everybody, all you have to do in any form or fashion is type Put Me In, and you are in for 5 entries.
Um,
Oh, I'm in number one.
Yep.
number one. I can't even see. Okay. Um. I'm gonna kind of bring over a few of the different styles that I do. I think.
Yeah, it's hard for me to talk and get these names in here.
Yep.
I'm still here. I'm just
Oh yeah, we're still
watching.
here too. A little
Did
lull
you,
in the action.
Kitty? Did you say spirals? I didn't quite catch what she said.
Oh, we'll cover it shortly. Sugar Kitty.
Yeah, Jimmy Licardi.
Yeah, I got that one. I do believe. Yeah, I'll read these out here. I think I've got all of them so far, and I'll give a few more minutes on this, and then I'll read them back out. All right. So what do you got for us there?
I have a lot of stuff. So, all right. So here's the one that I did last Saturday.
Nice.
That's
Oh
cool.
wait, let me do this. Let me do
You're really
solo.
big, aren't you?
There you go. Now then, we got you.
I don't know.
That
Can
is
you talk
awesome.
to Alex? Maybe I should put my light on. Does that help?
A
Yes.
little bit. Yes, it does.
50.
What's that one? Did you say nifty?
I'm one of those cold Kentucky guy.
Here's the other one I did that night.
Oh, okay.
Who picked those colors? I think that was Crispers, wasn't it?
It does look Christmassy.
I believe that was wasn't that the one where we all picked the colors?
Yeah, that was the end one. That came out
Yeah.
pretty good. I actually like that. Okay, so those are the new style that I do. Here's one. This is called a cloud pour.
Okay.
All right.
Nifty. It's
Um,
with the cells and all that in it.
that one, you have to mix a certain type of paint to get the cloud look. That is bright. And then this is a Dutch pour. This is
Nice.
one way of doing it.
Oh, that's cool looking.
And then I'm gonna go all over the place. This is a chain pull.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that done before. That's really neat.
Yep.
Looks like orchids or something.
Yeah, I like this one. It's another one I did.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like the back the up the grid look
Yeah,
on it. Yeah.
and then it's another Dutch pour.
Oh, there you go. I like that one.
It looks like a little Georgia O'Keeffe-ish in there.
I like this one. And last one, last painting is called a dirty pour. You just
What?
pour paint.
Why they call it a dirty pour?
Well, you
Leftover
just
stuff?
you put all your paint in a cup, and then you let it, you flip it over, and then you just let it fall out, and you just kind of run it around.
Oh, okay. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, there's actually a YouTuber called the Dirty Pourer or something like that.
The dirty artist.
Dirty Artist or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something.
Okay, so here's the coasters. Here's one. That's really bright though. Sorry. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Is that better or
Oh,
worse?
nice.
No, it's good. You just got to keep moving them around because see how shiny they are.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because they're resin. So these ones
Yeah.
are resin. I paint the back. I put little feet on. I call them little feet. I don't know. Christmas. And there's the other two.
Yeah. So those are the ones that were won.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are ones that were won by Mike, but he said just to donate it for a giveaway on your show.
Okay, so we will get to that here in a little bit, but right now, let me call out these names of people who put me in. If I do not call out your name, I did not write you down, so please enter it one more time. I have Mr. Great Shot, Chatty O, Jeff Sly, Jimmy Lacari, Big Daddy H, Fulton, Crazy Ann, Jerry J, Kitty 303, Thrash Life, Art by Sparkle, and Sugar Kitty. If I did not call your name, I missed it. Please put me in the chat one more time.
Hello to everybody that said hi to me. There's a lot. Thank you all. Yeah, and most of my stuff is up for sale, so I mean,
Awesome.
I have a lot.
All right, Jody,
there's
unsolo.
steamed fried rice.
You can probably
Kathy
unsolo now.
Bates. All right,
Jody.
I'm getting them.
Can't see you at all, Jody.
Oh wait, what's that? Let me remove solo layout. There we go. I'm writing down stuff over here. There's more.
I know.
Hiya,
All right.
Thrash. Love you too.
Mr. Crisper said put him in.
I got it. Yeah, I had 3 more come in, and that was Steam, Fire and Ice, Kathy Bates, and Mr. Crispers. So they are entered. So at this point, I am going to now. If something comes in the next few minutes, I will definitely write it down. But I do this so that if I lose my handy dandy notebook, I can always go back and look at the. And I put me in, and then I check a little bit after or whatever. So that's why I do that, because it maintains that chat for me to go back and look at. So now we're going to do the next.
He could probably do it, Sugar Kitty.
Maybe. Well, I haven't had that much to drink yet. So.
Girl with a pearl earring. I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, that is by Johannes Vermeer, and it is the one where the girl has the thing on her head hanging down, and she's kind of turned sideways looking, and she has the pearl earring.
Oh.
If you saw it, you would say, I remember that. Yeah.
That does kind of ring a bell. I think I kind of remember that now.
So I'm thinking that we'll do a put me in here, or not a put me in, but a we will probably give it away along with one of our entry giveaways.
Okay.
So whoever comes up on the hashtag gets 10 entries to the wheel and gets the coasters. How about that?
There you go.
And we will do
which
that.
One? The last one?
What's that?
For the last one, or for
No. We'll do it at 8:00. How about that?
Okay.
And be right back in a minute. Hurry. No, I was kidding. No, we have time. Now, this is the one with the pearl earring. This is going until 7:40 anyway. So, Kitty, now that we've got all that out of the way, what got you into the art and the pouring and all of that?
Well, I mean, I've always been really creative. I've always been really creative, like all my life, but always liked to make things with my hands. You know, just anything. Between my dad and my mom, you know, my dad was in construction for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was crafty. So, you know, I used to draw. But it all started in October of 2018.
Wow. 2018.
Yeah, when I got laid off from my job after 3 years. And I got bored. So I just started watching YouTube and got fixed on one person, Christina Welch. She's an amazing artist. So I learned a lot from her. And then by the end of the year, I was pouring and I had tons of paint.
So you had one of those YouTube home pages when you just opened it up, it was just a bunch of her stuff on there.
Well, because I like art, so I've
Yeah.
always, I mean, there's tons of artists on there that I watch,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but she's the one that I stuck to. I
So
don't know why.
I mean, I know, when you first start getting into anything, I mean, things cost money. Paints and all that. So what all have you invested in? Like, did you start off with like lower stuff and then say, you know what, I'm going to need to invest a little more in this here and there?
I actually started off with it's not lower, but it's probably I started with some craft paints,
Mhm.
which are like little 2-ounce bottles for like
Mm.
some of them are like 99 cents or they go up
Right.
to the color shift. Those are like $3.50 to $4. But the tube paints, the 4 ounces. I bought a bunch of those because I had to, and then I got into. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Nope. you
Yeah.
can't.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, it's like the big jugs that I show when I'm live. Then I started buying those.
There you go. Seems like
Yeah.
those that go a lot longer.
Well, I mean, and it depends on how you do. Like a lot of people mix their paint with Floetrol,
Hmm.
which is like an extender. Your wife's a painter, right? Mark?
Yeah, that and
Yeah.
what
A little bit
epoxy?
of
Not
water.
epoxy. I meant Elmer's glue.
Yeah, that's what I started with. Was the Floetrol and the glue and the water.
Hmm.
Um, I found out that it takes longer for your paint to dry if you add the glue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
took that out, and now I just use Floetrol and water. But people, you can just add water if you want. It's whatever you want to do. But it does cost. And now, like I haven't bought stuff in a while because I'm so stocked up.
Yeah.
But paint now and Floetrol has gone up, and it's stupid expensive.
Yeah. Have the canvases gone up?
Now I'm not allowed to buy canvases. I have a whole hallway back over there
Mm.
lined
Oh,
with canvas in wood canvas, and I've got wood back there, and I've got glass over there, and
well, there you
I've
go.
got tons of stuff. But I usually hit when Michaels or Hobby Lobby has a sale,
There you go.
so I'll
Exactly.
hit that when they're like super cheap.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I used to make a few canvases for my wife, but I had a buddy of mine that he worked at a blue jean place where they made blue jeans and all this stuff. So he would
Mhm.
always have wind up with big chunks of fabric, kind of left over off a roll or whatever. So he would give me that stuff, and then I would stretch that onto a wooden frame and make a
Oh,
canvas for her.
nice.
He'd have to, of course, you got to, put out like a base coat on it to
Yeah,
get
you have
everything
to.
sealed off and all that. But
Desolate. Yeah. Yeah. All mine are pre-primed. So
all pre-made, stretched, and
yeah.
Oh,
uh,
Oh yeah.
did I not put the hashtag out there, or did I?
yeah,
No.
girl with the pearl earring.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
in the it's down here in my. Where did I put that though? Because it looks like I didn't send it.
Yeah. You sent
You
it.
did.
Okay, it was sitting down there, and instead of saying post a comment, it said the hashtag girl. Maybe I posted it in the YouTube one.
Yeah, you posted it on YouTube because you
Yeah,
put
I must
stop,
have.
put me in, and then you posted that one.
Okay,
So
wow,
yeah, you already had it in there.
weird. But anyway, it's in there again. So there we go. No, but I've thought about, because my wife does pours, but she does over because the cups, the glasses, water bottles, and all that. And she has the Turner things and all
Yeah,
that
I have
stuff.
one. It's right there.
And we have the Cricut cutter thing.
I have
And
that too.
here's an idea. So you have the Cricut, you have the temp vinyl, you have all the stuff, right?
All the stuff.
So a
I have the
painting
cup maker too. The Cricut
painting
cup one.
about this big, okay,
Mm.
base coat of like a amber color, looks like bourbon,
Mhm.
and then do a relief of a whiskey bottle with the words hollow, like maybe make it look like a E.H. Taylor or something, or put somebody's logo on there or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you put the vinyl over the amber, and then do a big pour over it in
Oh.
different colors, and then peel the vinyl off to expose the bourbon bottle that looks like an amber colored bourbon in the bottle.
Huh.
Yeah. Nifty. I like it. Good idea.
I'm
That'd work.
creative too.
I'm creative myself, but I don't normally have time to do stuff anymore.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of
do it
stuff
on
that
the
I did
weekends.
was in metal and wood and things like that.
Yeah, art by Sparkle. Yeah, my wife's stuff. She does sales at events. She has the big tent and the booth and the tables, and she puts stuff out. And she started with a thing called Fat Puppy Treats, and then and she makes like edible for dogs, treats and stuff. But she does dog leashes and collars and all that. But then she got into doing the poured art on the cups and stuff like that, and canvases, and she'll do coasters and things. Made enough money to buy a laser engraver, and so she does laser engraves on boards and coasters and things like that. But she started a thing called Brushed with Profanity, and so now it's kind of a combined pets, slogans and things like that. But what she had discovered was when she was selling stuff, people went for the snarky stuff. They went for the dirtier
Yeah.
stuff. And
Well,
so she had to please her client base. And so, she has a curtain she puts up that says, 18 and older,
Yeah.
careful, don't go back here unless you're
Oh,
ready.
like your old
And
video store.
yeah,
Smart.
the curtains at the video store. Yeah, the beads, you got to go back in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go with
they
the
got the
bead
black light on. Yeah,
one.
playing that. Yeah, that. But
Oh,
now
I
she
love
does,
it.
little bit of profanity on some things, wine glasses, things like that.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
But what she mostly does is does the relief pours, where she pours and then has the vinyl, and then she does a lot of metallic, the sparkly
Ah,
pours and things.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, Jody, you have to send me that recipe for the doggy treats. My wife will hook that up for my dogs.
I'd have to get it from her. She does it because we have a dryer, like a
A dehydrator?
dehydrator. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
got one.
then the oven we just bought, it actually has a dehydrator too, but I don't want to take up that much time with that oven dehydrating. We have a
Yeah.
whole separate unit, to do that with.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll use that and she'll bake them. She has different recipes. I know she uses a lot of that coconut. It's a big jug. See,
Oh,
we all have big jugs of stuff, and
the coconut oil.
well, it's solidy feeling, white,
Oh, like a lard.
lard,
Yeah, I know what you're
but
talking
it's
about. Yeah, it's makes
coconut
sense,
butter or
yeah.
whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever get a mason jar?
Not yet. No.
I might have to send you a mason jar, I
Well,
guess.
I'll get one. I just have to suck it up and go to Walmart.
Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes to get one.
It
Typically they
is.
want to sell you a whole case of mason jars.
Well, that's fine. They're not that expensive. But I do have to share the screen and spin this thing. So, girl with the pearl earring is about to land somebody 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. I haven't seen Lori in here, Sheba B.
No,
So
I hadn't seen her yet.
hopefully she's okay. And that's why I brought that up, because
Yep.
it landed on me. So I'm going to spin again. If she is here, I do give her the ones that land on me. Thrash Life. There we go.
There you are. There's a question from Sparkle. Kitty, do you pour over other stuff like, wood or metal
Oh
or
Lord, I will pour over anything that I see.
tiles?
Um,
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
you could pour
I
over
have,
ceramic tile and stuff too.
Well,
couldn't
she
you?
does, because she does the coasters.
yeah, I
Yeah,
do
that's a little-
coasters. I have magnets. I do. I'm trying the tumblers. I have one back there, but I'll pour over anything.
Hmm.
Everything I see now is either can I paint on it or can I paint with it.
Yeah, I
So
can
this
understand that.
one is called The Kiss, and it's not by Prince. It is by Gustav Klimt, and it was painted between 1907 and 1908.
Rare earth magnets. Dang. Be stout. I'll type that one in because that's an easy one.
Yep, didn't even want extra time. It's just a kiss.
Cindy. I have a painting here that I did a long time ago on a live because I was on Lone Star's channel and
Uh-huh.
he's like, "Hey, do a do a painting." I'm like, "Hmm." So I did one, and I haven't finished it. I mean, like so many people want it, including Cindy there. I should show
What's
her.
it look like so far?
It's so pretty. I don't want to get. It's so pretty. Hold on, I'll grab it.
I just threw something away that I'd worked on for a long time, and I didn't work on it anymore. I do pastel work,
Hmm.
and I have a very nice box of oil pastels that I
Oh,
use,
nice.
and do all the blending and all that. But it's weird because my fingers get all screwed up, when I'm. And but no, it was a wine cask with grapes and a wine bottle and glasses and all of that. And I
Oh,
finally threw it away when I was cleaning up in here because I wasn't going to finish it. But look at that.
what is that? Wood?
It's it's been so long. No, it's canvas.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dang,
but
That
I
that
is
is.
nice.
I already did my first coat of resin.
So what do you need to do to finish it?
I have to put another coat of resin on it.
God, it's so shiny.
I
Yeah,
know.
it looks good like it is.
It's so pretty.
That is that red and blue.
It's that fire and
Yeah,
ice. It's my fire
Yep,
and ice.
fire
yeah, I
and
like
ice.
it. That's really cool. I like
That
that.
is way cool right there.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, now it just gave me a good idea.
Hmm.
Do a black background like that, but do the whiskey bottle thing on it, and then do fire and ice, and then pull the whiskey bottle off,
Hmm.
and reveal that shape of
Hmm.
it.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
that would be cool. I'm all about whiskey. I can't help it. That's what. But we can come up with ideas.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
sure. Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. I can definitely come up with ideas.
Yeah, sparkle me too.
See, I may have to commission something. I'm coming up with all these ideas. We'll talk about the price tag. We'll do a commission work, and then you can do me a pour with that whiskey because I'm about to expand these shelves over and
Mhm.
expand my studio out this way
Mm.
where y'all will see more back here. And I'm going to have a blank wall over here I need to put stuff on. Now, I do have stuff I'm going to spread out, that's kind of
Yeah.
getting compacted back here. But yeah, I want some stuff. I commissioned this. This was painted by Big Tank Hank's daughter. So he has a YouTube channel called Big Tank Hank, and he does fish. They raise fish, sell fish, all that stuff. Sell fish, not shellfish. Sell fish. But there's a whole community on YouTube with people. They do the betas and the different types of fish, and they know way more than I do. Whatever you call them things. I don't even want to start trying to name them off because I don't
I would know.
know. We had a fish tank one time, and it was we lived in Texas, and it was a big tank, and we had a nice big open floor plan, and we had a big tank on the wall. But we started like most of the fish had died. Don't throw away anything you have. Oh no.
Dang.
Yeah,
Look at
man,
Crossy
I've
Pass.
thrown more stuff away and I've painted in my life. But the we had the tank and it was a big, huge tank. I don't know how many gallons. Like it was a lot, heavy, and we had one fish left. It was a little bluefish, and I don't know what kind it was, but it was about that big. The tank we quit cleaning it. It was growing over, and this little sucker would not die.
Mhm.
It would not belly up in that tank. So eventually, it got the better of him. But
Dang. Well, Jeff said he just found out David Crosby passed.
Yeah, I saw that today.
oh yeah,
I didn't know about that. That's too bad. He was a good artist. I liked some of his stuff.
all righty. We got a couple of more minutes here on the Kiss, and then we're gonna spin that one. So I always ask this question because I don't keep up with it myself. I have an idea of what I insured my house for, based on this back here. I got a titer on it, the
Mhm.
ticket. But it probably wouldn't replace everything. But how much do you think you've invested? Because you said you had a hallway full of canvases. I mean, just is it healthy, or do you have any regrets?
Oh, I don't regret any of it
Oh, good.
at all.
Her husband's listening, so maybe $200 or $300.
My what?
Your husband's listening, right?
Oh,
So,
I'm not married.
oh, okay. Never mind then.
Lord, no, I am not married.
So in that case, $700 or $800.
Yeah, $700-800.
No, you better add a zero.
Mhm.
Plus, I mean, I have a lot.
Yeah, and I know because I can imagine because I know you end up buying things like residual stuff too. Like people don't realize each one of these shelves behind me cost $100, and
Yeah.
because that's solid oak boards up there. I can't have a dainty particle board shelf back there to put all the bottles on because I will not come home to that in the floor.
Right.
That reminds me, Jody, when you come down, will you be able to have a way to pack back some shelves? Because I have some oak wood that I cut in Kentucky, and I got it down here now. It's been aged for years, and I can cut you some shelves.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have a Honda Accord Sport, but the back seats will lay forward, and
And you're only talking 3 foot?
yeah, and they'll
Okay.
fit in my trunk. They'll fit
Okay, yeah.
flat in the trunk. So
All right.
yeah, because these are 6-footers, and I have 3 brackets, and I'm just going to put 2 brackets,
Okay.
and
All right. I'll hook you up with the shelves then.
yeah, I think they're over a foot deep. I don't know. I don't have my tape measure on me.
Okay. Well, I'll swing over to the man cave tomorrow and get a couple measurements.
Awesome. Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll measure these because I think they may be a foot. They may be 12-inch shelves.
Excuse me.
So yeah.
Okay.
But-
I believe I got at least a 10-inch wide board. That's
Okay.
1.25 inches thick, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because these are expensive.
Yeah. Well, I got them for free, so.
Yeah. All right. I like free. All right.
Hey,
I got to
yeah.
spin
Yeah.
this.
Right.
Let me share this screen out, and we will get these 10 entries in the books. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. The Kiss. And
Hey there, Bacon.
Crazy Ann.
Crazy Ann won. There you go.
All right. Congratulations, Crazy Ann. I know what she wants to win, but
She wants a hat.
that's right. Let's see here.
Oh, she wants that kiss too, she said.
Oh, yeah, that. Now, I had never heard of this before. but it was Pablo Picasso.
Okay, I like him.
Guernica.
Yeah, don't know that one.
It looked like a mural
See
on
you
a
later,
wall.
Jeff.
But, he was
Okay, so something huge.
1937. I
Yeah.
mean, he lived closer to our era,
Yeah, yeah. I liked Picasso, some of his stuff, and Dali, Salvador Dali.
Yeah, Salvador Dali with the
Yeah, I liked
melting.
some of his stuff. It
Yeah,
was interesting.
yeah.
And
Yeah, the one coming up next, I actually recreated with pastels.
Bye, Jeff. Have a good night.
Starry Night.
No,
Oh,
it's coming.
oh,
No,
that's still on the list.
yeah, it's Starry Night's on
Oh,
the
that's
list,
good.
but
It should be. I mean, that's a good one.
oh yeah,
That's one that a
well,
lot
and
of people actually recognize as Starry Night.
that's what if you're going to say most famous paintings, I mean, then you have to have Van Gogh
Yeah.
in there because
You got to have
people
Starry
recognize the
Night,
crap
and you'd
out of
have
it.
to have the Mona Lisa.
It's
Come on,
coming,
who doesn't know about the Mona Lisa?
right?
Right.
Oh, anti-war mural. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense then. I haven't seen it though, but
It's black and white. I saw a picture of it when I was writing these down,
Mhm.
and it looked like it was on a wall or something. It looked like someone was walking by as they were taking a picture of it.
Oh, so it was like huge.
Hmm.
I couldn't imagine painting something that big.
It's actually
I want to do
easier.
a big canvas.
Yeah,
So bad.
That's
yeah.
just one of them
The size of the
stands,
canvas, and oh my God,
I'm telling
I'd
you,
have
like,
to.
one of these days I'm gonna get set up right here in the middle of my floor. I'm gonna do
But
it.
something that big, you'd have to like cross brace it and
That's
all
too
kinds of
big.
stuff.
Like that's too
Yeah.
big for a wall. Yeah.
You're talking something like
that's too big.
6 foot tall by like 8 or 10 foot wide.
Oh,
It's
goody.
just building the canvas itself is going to be kind of a pain in the
Oh
butt.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to paint a wall. It's already there. So it takes a lot of paint, though.
The house I just got that I'm fixing to move into, the previous owner painted on the wall. She painted right on the sheetrock and then framed around it.
Hmm.
That's cool.
The
Yeah,
only
I've
problem
seen that
is,
done.
Oh, you
yeah,
can.
she did it and it looked kind of cool, but it's 3 monkeys.
Mm.
So,
I mean,
I don't want that in my bedroom.
Well, one thing you can do is I used to paint these a lot. I learned it in art class of blending colors, and getting them blended just right.
Hmm.
And what you can do is do squares or rectangles or shapes, on a canvas, and have one red. And this is simple, but one yellow, one blue. You overlap them, and then make that part green.
Yeah.
And then you overlap a different, yellow to red and make orange in the middle. You can, do a thing like that, and they're not hard to do. You just have to be able to blend correctly. Unless you have like an orange paint, you just use a different one.
right.
But if you're not steady, you can always paint the primary blocks, tape them off, and then just paint that part.
Yep.
And so. Tape's always it'll keep you a steady hand going. What's up?
There you go. Oh, Sugar Kitty's comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see all those being, like wall hangers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, water lilies. Yep.
Yeah, that's the kind of like a pastel looking pale purple colors and stuff.
Yeah, the water lilies and Starry Night. Those are his two most famous, and by far Starry Night's the big one.
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy's random content.
Jimmy, random content. I was looking at the StreamYard chat. There it comes. It popped up finally.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy does art too.
There you go. He got it. He got that hashtag in though.
Yeah.
We got a few more minutes on this. I have to pick another bourbon though. Either that or go back to E.H. Taylor.
Oh, I'm going all kind of bougie on you now. Look
Oh,
out.
you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, hey, did you hurt your back when you picked that off the shelf?
Yeah, I don't know if I want this one or not. I may have to go get in the shelf and find something a little different.
That right there's
This
that's
one's
that that's that
smells awful
930
sweet.
bourbon.
Yeah, it's awful sweet smelling right now.
Woo. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna pop this 1920 open right here.
Oh, dang it. I got one of those, but it's out in the truck. I
Uh
hadn't put
oh.
it up yet.
All right,
All right.
I gotta pour me a little of this 1920.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It is.
All right, tell you what, hang on just a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find me something else.
Yeah, that's that prohibition style. Mm. That mellow corn, they always put it way down on the bottom shelf or
Really?
down low. That's why I always tell when people bring up tin cup and all that stuff. I'm like, do you hurt your back when you grab that?
Wow.
Well, it's good to buy and try stuff. But I have a few. Kane, and the collection keeps growing. Mm. Oh, that's good now. Woo! That's the best Murderer's Row Old Forester that right there, hands down. Yeah, I'll always keep a 1920 on the shelf. I actually have another one down there at the bottom too.
Yeah,
It's
don't hurt your
full.
back.
What's that?
Don't hurt your back.
Mm-mm. Well, I put it down there because I don't like duplicates up on my shelf.
Mm.
But I'm careful. I know how to bend at the knees when I lift. So crazy Ann. I put the kiss as a hashtag earlier, and Crazy Ann now is that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
she wants.
There you go, Jimmy. You got to get you a bottle of that 1920. It's good stuff.
All right, I got to put some of these back up. This is probably going to be my last bourbon.
Yep, me too. I settled on a good old wild turkey.
All right, yeah. Well, now if you keep that up, I'll
kind
have
of,
to hit
sort
this
of.
section.
I got this one.
Yeah, the Russell's 10.
Yep.
Yeah, I have. Right here.
Yeah.
That's the 90. But
There you
I
go.
like the reserve. I like this one better. Single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So between these two, they're very similar
Yeah.
because they're the same stuff. It's just this one here is the 90 proof, 10-year, and then this one is 110 proof.
There you go.
So you get a few more notes out of the 110,
Of course.
but you get a little smoother mouthfeel out of the white label.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kitty, talk to us.
I'm good, Jimmy. How you doing up down there?
Yeah.
All
Where
right,
are you
we're
at,
about
Kitty?
to.
Oh, you're in Cali. Never mind.
No, and I heard that, by the way. I'm not in California.
Oh, I thought you
No?
were. Where are you?
Jesus. I'm in Washington State.
Oh, well, okay. Over there.
That's way up there.
Yeah, but not down there.
No, not down there, but over there. You're in
Yeah,
Pacific
over
time. Okay. I did not know, but we are going. See, that's why we bring up guests so we can learn about you. So I'm going to share this screen, and we are going to give away this 10 entries, and then the next one is not only for 10 entries. It
There
is
you go,
also
Jimmy.
for the Coasters. Thrash Life.
Nice. It's the second
That
one,
is number
right?
2 for Thrash.
Nice.
Now, this next one coming up, I am going to get it ready.
There's a
If
difference.
it'll come up for me. There we go.
There you go, Jimmy. Super Northern California. I have one friend of mine I met online. He's close to Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's over on the coast. I'm on the other side. Like I'm close to Idaho border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. This
Stays too cold up
one,
there for me.
It's
this
what?
entry. Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
said it stays
Okay.
too cold up there for me.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'm from Colorado.
Oh, well, you're kind of used to it then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
but I hate the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So this next one is by Edvard Munch. It is called The
Munch.
Scream.
Oh,
The
yeah, I know
Scream.
that one.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, this is one I recreated with pastels when I was a teenager.
Oh, dang.
My mom saw it. She knows. And I thought I did a pretty dang good job of it.
Well,
So
where's it at now?
Yeah.
that gone. But anyway, like I said, I've thrown away more art, you know. But
It screamed and run away.
this is The Scream plus coasters. So whoever wins
Oh.
this one gets the coasters.
So we
Nice.
putting Scream Plus coasters on there?
Yep. Hashtag The Scream plus coasters. Exclamation mark.
All right, I'm gonna get in on this one.
A little harder to type, but if you can copy and paste, it works.
I can't copy and paste. I'm on an iPad.
That's why I give y'all
Yeah.
10 minutes to enter these things.
And my eyes are shot being on a computer and on a microscope all day.
So Kitty's gonna win her own coasters.
Dude, that would suck. No. No. No, you'd have to spin again or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where that got off to. I really don't know where the Scream went. It was in a art portfolio,
Hmm.
so I don't know where it is now. I don't remember throwing it away specifically.
Well, if you give it to your mama, she got it somewhere. I guarantee it.
There, I have it
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Mama never throw nothing away.
Yeah.
Big Daddy. That's funny.
I mean, like the first knife that I made a like a Arkansas toothpick, boot knife, and
hmm
I give that to my dad, and he kept it all his life. And then when he passed, I got it back. So
Mm.
I've still got it now. That's the only reason. There's a bunch of other knives that I've made. I've sold them or given to different people and stuff, and I don't know where they're at anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
darn.
I made my brother a toolbox out of metal when I was in school.
Art by
Oh, hey.
Sparkle. I put an exclamation mark at the end. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't even do that either.
Oh, there was an exclamation mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was.
there's a lot of people that do.
No, I didn't put that in there.
Yeah, I only have 9 entries, and I know more people than that have entered. So
Yeah, I didn't see the exclamation part.
see, I'm sneaky, man. You gotta watch.
You, why I oughta. One of these days, Alice.
I don't know. I don't know if they do it or not.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oops, wrong button.
He said, the first time being here, I kind of like it. It's like sitting at the end seat in a well-established Boston bar. Yeah, you'll hear it all. We try to keep it clean, though, because of advertising rules and stuff like that. And I'm not big, so I can't afford to yell a bunch of profanities. But because I remember sitting at the well-established end of a Boston, or the end of a well-established Boston bar,
Mhm.
and it wasn't as clean as we're keeping it on this show.
Yep. You walk in and say, Norm.
Yeah. I've been to Boston a few times. I never did. I mean, I walked by the outside of the Cheers, but the inside doesn't look anything like,
Oh, really?
Cheers. No, they just
Oh,
have the
that-
sign up
that's
on the
disappointing.
outside. But it's a small. The actual one they based it off of is a tiny little place.
Yeah.
But I would go to Faneuil Hall and hang out at those karaoke bars and stuff.
I got a buddy of mine made me a little wooden plaque that's got the Buffalo Theory on it. You've heard of that?
Yeah. Mm. No, I would always go teach those Boston folks how to sing country music.
Hmm. There you go. I like me some country music. Being raised around Kentucky, kind of hard not to.
It was, I would sing, and I call it country, but it's Southern rock, whatever. Is a lot of what I would sing when I'd go to
Oh,
those
like
things.
Skinner and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they called it country. They didn't know.
Yeah. Well, that's country to them.
Yeah,
I mean, heck, Tom Petty's kind of Southern country, really, to a degree. Well, he's Southern rock, I guess.
yeah. Well, I used to sing that. I'm gonna miss her when I get
Mm-hmm.
home. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know
Uh,
that one.
yeah,
Fishing
but,
song.
yep. Yeah, I used to do that one for karaoke, but that and George Strait. I would do the
Oh, yeah.
Oceanfront
Oh, yeah.
property.
Oh, George
and
Strait's
that
some
type of stuff.
classic country.
Mm.
Now.
Oh yeah.
Love that guy's voice.
Yep.
He lives around out here somewhere. Matter of fact, I think he's got a house down on the coast around Port A. No, Rockport. I think it's around Rockport.
Mm.
Because he was down there for that after the hurricane hit down there. I was down there helping clean up and stuff, and he showed up down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you a story sometime. I'm not going to tell it on here about what we did in Japan, but
Yeah, that's probably a Bourbon Bounty After Dark stream
after
right
dark.
there.
That'll be an after dark story. But yeah, no, we would get tricky. All right, so we are coming up on it. It is 8:07 right now.
I agree,
And
man. I agree.
Brooks Green plus coasters ! At the
There you
end.
go. There you go, Ann.
All right, we're back up.
Moist.
Absolutely.
What happens in Japan stays in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like Vegas.
Yeah, well, it stays in my mind until I've had a little too much to drink, and then I tell the story.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's what it takes to actually go, oh, yeah, and you delve back into that little Rolodex.
Well,
Of the
because right
drunken
now,
files.
see, even when I think about it, it gives me the like I know better in a sober state to tell the story.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yep.
I'm not a shy person at all, but that's just not one I like to tell. But when I get the inhibitions go down some, then I'll tell the stories.
Hey there, dude. Oh, like I've seen that name before. Dude Classic.
Yep.
That's
He's been around, but he's coming back, and yeah, we're getting together on some stuff. So
cool.
yeah, you will see him around. But no, I mean, so a word for the wise. If you ever get me on one of those late streams and you catch me a little tipsy, just ask me about Japan, and then
All right, then.
I'll talk.
okay.
Making a note.
Yep.
Ask
Note to
Joey
myself.
about Japan.
Yeah, yeah. So
Everybody's
keep
making a note right now. You know that, right?
What's that?
Everybody's making a note right now.
Oh yeah. Just keep it in the back pocket. Yeah. Yeah, Bourbon Bounty After Dark. It is BBAD because when we're over there, we be bad.
Godzilla and such. It's possible.
And I will tell you
Nice.
this: Bourbon Bounty After Dark. You can subscribe to it.
Yep.
It only has like 49 subscribers or something like that. But it's the core folks that like to come over, for the after parties. So, and you don't bring your Bible with you when you come. We're not going to be reading scripture. Hint, hint.
Yeah, we usually have the PSA up in the top corner over here. Oops.
Yep,
Over
TBMA.
here. And yeah,
okay.
TBMA are up there.
Yep, it's that way on the other side of his head. But yeah, it's TBMA, and
Kathy.
I mean if I switch the brand, if I go to brand,
There you
and
go.
I switch it, it looks like
Bacon got it right after
that right there. Yeah, it looks like that. This is the brand BBAD, Bourbon Bounty After Dark. And you'll see the TBMA and the little moon over the logo, but we're not there. We're here.
We know, Fulton. Thank you.
So.
Yep. Me and the Bacon posted it in the chat there.
Yep.
If y'all haven't subscribed to Bourbon Bounty After Dark. Yeah. It'll go on all the time, but when we do, it's fun.
Well, the Bourbon Bounty After Dark came up because I kept getting copyright claims, and
Exactly.
and you play something for like a really short time, and they try to claim the whole video.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm not
Just wrong.
monetized over there. I'll never monetize that channel ever.
Exactly.
That's why I don't.
You can do whatever you want to
I
over
can do
there on that one.
whatever I want because I don't care. Yeah, a long time, a defined long time, because I saw y'all that's a lot of G's at the end of long. I saw y'all
Oh,
doing something
Kathy
here.
can't be there.
I'll put a
Kathy's-
southern phrase. I saw y'all doing something here a while back.
hmm just a few little while back, for a piece ago.
Yeah.
Kathy can't be there because she's innocent. She's a nun.
Yeah.
Oh, quit pulling on my leg.
Mhm.
All right, we are almost. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. We got to get the show on the road. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
have to
slacking
spend
over
this.
here now.
Wow.
I think I missed my alarm. Is what happened.
Go and get.
We got off schedule here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna spin this. Good luck, everybody. This is for coasters and
10 entries on the wheel.
10 entries
on
to the
now.
wheel.
Come on now.
Dude, classic.
Dude, classic. Look at him coming in there with the good win.
Awesome.
Those are very nice coasters. I will facilitate this one, Kitty 303.
Congratulations, dude.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, we gotta speed through some of these. Yeah, I got off on because I usually do the everybody put me in at 8, and then I do the 3, and now I have 3 left. So this we're back almost on time. So here we go with Starry Night. Yeah, those are some shiny good coasters.
Yep, Starry Night's a good one.
All right,
Good
so
pick.
that is Vincent Van Gogh. There you go.
Yep. He's a classic.
Everybody already knows. Yeah.
I have a good artist friend of mine in Kentucky. He does a lot of portraits and stuff. And
Oh yeah.
that's, you got to be really talented, I think, to be able to draw portraits of people that people can recognize.
Oh
and
yeah.
it looks like the person.
It's the eyes.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
be able to get the eyes.
Yeah, I was
Well, yeah.
gonna say I started learning to draw pencil drawing
Mhm.
that looked like the person when I was
Yeah.
young, and
Right.
I perfected the eyes. I worked on the eyes, and
Yeah.
I actually perfected back then, even up into my 20s and early 30s, I would draw the eyes.
Mhm.
And of course, I'm a math guy, so mathematically, you can make whatever look like somebody. You just have to get the points right.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was really good at that spatial recognition on that stuff, so I could make it look like them. But I had this technique where I would start with the eyes. Everything's bold here, the eyebrows, lashes, the everything, and even starting down the nose. But then and the hairline, but then it starts to fade after that.
Yeah.
So it all focused. It drew your attention right to the eyes.
Excellent.
But it looked like them, but it would just fade out as it got away from the eyes.
Gotcha. Cheers, Marty. Look at there.
Yeah, Dolly's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the Dolly stuff, and Leonardo da Vinci
Yeah.
was he's got a lot of stuff where he did just sketches. I love his sketches.
Mhm.
The Well, he did the Medicine Man
Yep.
and in the circle, and that should be a famous,
Arms,
but
yeah,
it
with
wasn't
the
a
arms out.
painting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it was just a sketch in
I
his
recreated
notebook.
that one too, but I did that with like charcoal.
Yeah,
The pencil.
I always liked charcoal as a medium. You know,
Yeah.
it was always fun to play with. I got stuck with trees for some reason. You know, I was always drawing trees as a young
Mhm.
kid
Oh, me too. I
with
would do
charcoal and
trees
stuff.
with a fence row. And what I
Yeah.
would do, because I grew up in Southeast Arkansas, so everything was flat. We was Mississippi River Delta, you know.
Oh, I got you.
So I would draw like a flat scene or maybe like a slightly rolling hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do, because I was getting good at or practicing my depth, you know, on it. So
Okay.
I would do a fence post up close over here on the left side of the painting that was in grave detail. I mean, you would see all of the bark and the staple going over the barbed wire. And then I would do another post and it would have slightly less detail, slightly less, as it went on down the chain.
To get
And-
your perspective of it
Yeah.
going away from
And then I would have a lone tree, just inside the fence line or outside the fence line, depending on perspective.
Yeah.
And you know, have a big oak or something out there.
Mhm.
And the rest of it was just grass, and the grass would, even as it came closer, had more detail to it. So I was practicing that type of depth on things.
Yeah.
And I drew that scene over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, that was my problem too. You know, just getting stuck on trees. I mean, even now, say 4 years ago, I've made some trees out of copper.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
to where
wow.
you have
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
branches and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff out of copper. And then I took some flat sheet copper, and then drew out some leaves on it, and then hand tooled with basically like a screwdriver, all the veins in the leaves, and then made them move around so that it looks like a leaf, and then took a torch and colored it so
Oh,
that
yeah.
it has all like the fall colors with the torch colors.
Mhm.
Very cool.
And it was fun. It was neat to do.
Yeah, Jimmy now, he creates some really cool
Oh,
art.
he does.
So Jimmy's random content. Now he does a lot of digital art, but I tell you, he does regular stuff because I got one right there.
Yeah.
This is a Jimmy right here. This is that's back when he went by OG San.
Oh yeah. I don't know about Bob Ross there, Jimmy.
Well, not that.
I don't believe you
particular
have the
one.
hair for Bob Ross.
That one stays there all the time. See, this is what happens. I get stuff, and like this is Twisted Art Lady right here.
Wait, I can't.
You got a
then-
key right there.
Can I see it?
Whose is this one?
Fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got one right there.
Yeah, there you go. Look,
You're
he's
giving a
surrounded
set
by
of
art.
nice toasters, Jody.
Oh, that's cool. And
Yeah, I
they
really
will
like
get
those ones.
they will get displayed. They will be up.
Yeah, Kitty, I sent Jody a beer stein that I made out of a mason jar and nickel silver, hammered
Yep.
nickel silver.
Oh,
I have the nickel
But
silver.
The mason jar got broke in shipping.
no.
Luckily, everything else survived. All the samples, everything else survived, but
Yep.
that didn't. So I'm gonna have
So
to send
that's
him
why
another
you
mason
asked
jar.
if he had another mason jar.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm kind of part of it. I'm trying to get these shelves up over here where I can shift stuff around, and I can actually, get the mason jar and display it.
Yeah.
I mean, where the hell am I going to put it? Over here
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's got to go behind you to your right somewhere,
somewhere.
or
Yeah.
on those on the cabinets there behind you.
Yeah, it'll go somewhere. I mean, everything's kind of full right now. But I got to share this. Present my screen.
Yep. Spin it up.
Yeah.
Spin her up. Pick the right tab.
JV, you didn't even enter this one. What are you talking about? Win.
We have 2 more to do. You know what that means? We have to do one every 5
Hey,
minutes.
Peppers.
All right, Kitty 303.
Oh.
She did not win her own
I
coasters.
did not. Good.
Well, that's a plus.
Yep. But you got 10 entries to the wheel. So here we go. We got to get the show on the road. We have 2 more spins to do, and the last one's for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. But this one's worth 10. Come on.
That was
Peppers.
Dude, wasn't it?
What's that?
Dude won the coasters, right?
Yes, yeah, and I will help facilitate information on that one.
Mm.
Hey, Peppers. Hey, JV.
Now, talk about Leonardo da Vinci. There we go.
Thanks, I'm falling for bourbon. It's mainly just the goatee thing here. The sides I shaved it all off, so it's just kind of nothing much on the sides. It's
Yeah,
just
me
this.
either. I keep mine trimmed kind of short over here.
I'm thinking about hacking this back to this kind of a level. It's starting to get a little long on me now.
I'm out of bourbon. But I'm going to go grab a beer while people are
All right,
getting those
Tim.
entries in. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We have 2 more to
Nice
go, and we
supper.
only have 10 minutes.
I remember that painting. I know what that one
Oh,
looks
me
like.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had it.
That must have took a while to make that one, with all the faces and everything, and the hands and all that stuff in that painting. It must have
Yeah, it
took
was-
him quite a while to do that one.
I remember when I was probably about 12 or between 12 and 14, and I thought I had created this beautiful piece of art. Of course, it was crappy. It was, I was just learning to make kind of people look like people.
Yep.
And I went back and looked at it years later, and I was like, I was never that small. I drew like a portrait of my family, and I made myself like I looked like Benjamin Buttons in it or something. Way too small in proportion to them. So it's like
Yeah, I was never one to do. I never really tried painting at all. I was always more your hands-on kind of an artist where I was messing with wood and um, metal. I've made a lot of stuff out of metal. I
Yeah.
worked at a place where I did um, I made like vent hoods and wrought iron chandeliers and all kinds of different stuff, and a lot of different stuff out of copper. Copper lights, a lot of different lights. So that was always kind of interesting. So I would have scrap stuff laying around. So I would make like for Valentine's Day, I'd make like a big, the weeping heart sort of a shape.
Yeah.
I would make some of those, but I would hammer it out of copper so that you could, put it on the table and then put candy in it or something,
Yeah.
So things like that. It was
Man,
always something that you could actually physically hold and move around or do something with. It wasn't
Right.
much that you hung it on a wall and looked at it,
Right.
Man, I saw a beautiful metalwork so this guy had a vase. It was a large vase, about like this big. And it was a clear, and it had the curve at the top, and it came down like a typical Venetian urn or whatever shape to it, but it was clear glass. And he took metal and shaped the metal to the smaller than the glass, and put each piece down in there separately, and then had a ring and tack welded those things to that circle, and then had a lamp rod on it and drilled had a glass tip, like a diamond tip drill bit, and drilled in there and put this insert on it and had the cord run through.
Oh, cool.
And so it looked like ship in the bottle type thing, but it was the metal. There was like 5 metal pieces inside, but it gave it that depth. And I thought it was so neat because the glass was on the outside.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. I'm glad I have my alarm set for that one. So we're going to share this out. We're going to do this one, and then we'll do the number 1 of the night.
All right.
Good luck,
right back.
everybody, on the Last Supper. This is for 10 entries to the wheel. The next one will be worth 20.
Uh-oh. Let's see here.
Fulton. All right. Congratulations there, Fulton. The last one. And only if one of the folks that has already won twice wins. This will be the final spin coming up for 20 entries to the wheel. Everybody knows who this is. This is also Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Rumored to be a self-portrait in drag or whatever. Like, well, they say, he had a big beard and everything, but they say he modeled himself, the eyes into the Mona Lisa, but gave it more female features.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the rumor, that it was supposed to have been modeled after him as a female.
I'll be dang.
So he must have been
I'll be right back.
must have been a pretty artist or something with all that big furry face. I don't know.
Party artist.
But definitely, that's one of the most famous paintings that everyone knows about,
Oh yeah.
whether you know about art or not. And obviously, I don't know that much, but I'm always learning.
I don't know a lot either, but it's
But
fun.
like I said,
So.
I took art appreciation in college because everybody does, and it was rote memorization on those tests. I passed. That was it. I was done. Good for that. Yeah, reference. But yeah, looking in a mirror, I guess, and mirrors. Yeah, they had them back then. It was 1503 to 1519 is when he painted that. But yeah, they had a lot of animal fats, mineral rocks, plants that they would use to make their pigments out of, and all of
Oh
that.
yeah.
But yeah, we've only recently gotten into the chemically created, lab created pigments and things like that. The purists, back that, I mean, even in the early 1900s, we're still using a lot of the old methods. Now they would use different things besides like animal lard in there or something. But
yeah. Well, they've come a long way with chemicals and stuff nowadays, where
right,
pigments will actually stay true to the color for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
well,
Compared to that kind of stuff,
Yeah, I was watching the thing on what they do at the Vatican and other, like the Louvre and different ones where they keep these paintings in good condition, especially the murals in churches. They have to touch them up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about how they spend millions of dollars a year creating what these people used to create, because you can't just cook it in a pot at home.
Right.
Now, it's illegal, or you can't do it on that scale. But to have companies that come out and produce the original pigments the way they were, as close to, because they want it to be what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just have to keep touching it up all the time.
Yep. Dang. I would make me nervous trying to touch up a masterpiece, basically. Oh my God. Touch.
I know. Yeah, but they have guys hanging from the ceiling. I mean, they have all this like stuff, and they don't want to drill a hole in the painting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it makes you wonder, how in the hell did he do it?
Yeah.
In 15
rickety old scaffolding back in the day, more than likely.
creak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. Oh, touch you. Oh, you push. Hey, y'all, stop shaking down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that little pupil highlight on the way by. Messed that one up. No, I didn't see that. Oh man, that would be wow. What was funny though is people, like, I was watching the Mr. Bean movie, from that, where he paints he got the paint thinner on the Mona Lisa and it was all put away, and he put the goofy face on it.
The one eye going sideways and stuff. Ooh.
Oh man.
So, Katie, what do you think you're going to get to painting next? What's the next step?
I don't know. I kind of like just finger painting, throwing paint
Finger
around.
paint.
So, yeah, that's how I've been doing it.
All right.
Okay. I think the last one I saw you doing, you were using like a plastic kind of card sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
But
do that too.
so you're gonna whoop up, you're gonna put on some gloves or whatever and stick your hands in
Oh,
and
yeah.
start doing some finger type.
Well, that's what I did last Saturday.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, that's how I did it last Saturday.
All right. Well, I let
Okay.
this run just a minute over, but hey, it's good to have you up here, Kitty. But we're gonna spin this last one for 20 entries to the wheel.
Oh, who the big winner tonight?
Who
Who's
is
gonna
going to be the 20 entry winner? And if it lands on somebody who's already won twice, guess what? They get 40, but then we spin again. So let's see who it's going to. Chatty-O.
Oh, Chatty-O coming in there.
Chatty-O got the 20 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Awesome. Yeah, Jimmy,
Ooh.
you had me take off my gloves at one time.
Yeah, I agree, Jimmy. Who
I
needs
don't even know
gloves?
where it is. I don't remember what painting I did.
You can't quite feel what's going on if you ain't got
You know,
gloves on.
So much paint though.
I
Yeah,
used
but
to-
it washes off.
But I get it on my hands anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, my
Yeah.
dad and my uncle always worked on cars and stuff and get the grease on them and everything. And he always had goop at the house.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
when I would do a lot of pastel charcoal stuff, that stuff is like fine. It gets down in your fingerprints.
hmm
Yeah.
And I would use goop and that pulls it out of there pretty good.
Huh.
But we are at that time of the night, guys. I hope everybody had a good time. And we are about to sign off. Peace, love, and bourbon. And cheers, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Until